For more on the story, our international affairs editor Kethevane Gorjestani joins me now in the studio. Kethevane, so what more can you tell us about these tariffs and the reactions we've had from the three countries?
Well, first of all, what Donald Trump has used in this case is the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. And as you said, he cited extraordinary threats coming from these countries, including the flow of fentanyl and illegal immigration, in order to justify those tariffs. These three countries, as you said, were top goods trading partners. And we're talking here about all sorts of raw materials, as well as agricultural goods and cars. So a wide array of goods. And this is something that many experts are saying, well, maybe this is going to have a bad impact on U.S. consumers because of the possibility that it's going to increase the price of these goods. And we saw the Democratic Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer pouncing on that last night with a series of tweets that basically was telling the Americans, look at this. You're going to be watching the Super Bowl while Donald Trump's tariffs are going to increase the price of pizza, the price of beer, the price of guacamole, all of these things to show that this is detrimental to the American people. Now, initially, Donald Trump's claims and his team's claims was that this was not going to have consequences on the price of goods in the United States. And of course, he was elected in part on bringing down inflation. But now it seems that Donald Trump is changing his tone a little bit. Earlier today, this morning in the United States, he put out a post on his social media platform. And at the end of that post, he said, will there be some pain? Yes. Maybe, maybe not, but we will make America great again, and it will all be worth the price that must be paid. So a hint that maybe he is now considering the fact that this might have consequences on the American economy. And another sign that Trump is realizing that possible impact is that, for example, on energy goods coming from Canada, it's not going to be 25%. It's going to be just 10% because of the possibility of that impact on the U.S. economy. The reaction was quick from those three countries. Canada, as you said, saying that it would match those 25% tariffs. Mexico also saying that they were going to slap retaliatory tariffs, even though we don't know exactly the amount. And China also saying that they were going to take the necessary countermeasures. Donald Trump's not stopping there. He's already planning on possibly going forward and adding more tariffs and more goods that will fall under those tariffs.
So more tariffs on these three countries, as you say, but also potentially on the European Union as well.
Yes, and this is really clear that in this case, it's not going to be about fentanyl. It's not going to be about immigration. It's completely different. And on Friday, our correspondent, Sonia Dridi, was actually in the Oval Office, and she asked point blank Donald Trump whether or not he would be likely doing the same thing, slapping tariffs on the European Union. Here's the answer of the U.S. president.
Am I going to impose tariffs on the European Union? Do you want the truthful answer, or should I give you a political answer? Absolutely. Absolutely. The European Union has treated us so terribly.
The Europeans have been treating us very, very badly or terribly. This is a long-held grievance by Donald Trump against the European Union. Basically, he has said in the past many times that the European Union is simply ripping off the United States. That is mostly because the U.S. has a goods trade deficit with the European Union. But he has said also that the Europeans don't take American cars, don't take American goods, which is not necessarily true. The EU imports a lot of U.S. goods. It imports 500. The EU exports a lot, but also imports quite a bit, billions, hundreds of billions of U.S. goods. And so the question now is, how is the European Union going to be reacting to that? The Commission already hinted at the fact that possibly they would retaliate, but they haven't made a decision. And there's going to be an informal retreat this Monday in Brussels. And the different countries are already saying that the relationship with the United States is going to be a key part of this retreat, discussing together how to best respond to Donald Trump, because the strategy of Donald Trump here with the European Union is divide and conquer. You're already seeing some countries, like the Italians, for example, saying, well, maybe we should buy more U.S. goods, more U.S. oil and gas, more U.S. weapons in order to make Donald Trump come down and to avoid those tariffs. But some other countries in the European Union are saying, no, we need to stay united. We need to speak with one voice. What he is trying to do is separate us, but we are stronger as a bloc, as a trading partner, as the European Union, not as individual countries. So we'll see what comes out of that gathering tomorrow. But already the Europeans starting to realize that maybe they are next on those tariffs, and they need to figure out very quickly how to answer to Donald Trump.